All right, we won the die roll. I'm gonna play first. Yeah, you know, this hand actually pretty good. You know what's kind of awkward about this hand though? Emberwolf on turn 2. Well, maybe I don't have to flip my Gossip Monger yet. We'll see. You don't really see the Gossip Monger alongside the Embereye Wolf all that often. This guy's giving gossip to the Embereye Wolf, and the Wolf's like, dude, I can't understand you, man. Murderously, compulsively killing. Ooh, look at that. All fixed up. All right, let's get in there with Gossip Monger, jam out a Blood Mad Vampire. You know what's cool about next turn? We get to play True Fate Sensor, equip to our human, attack, and flip it. If we don't attack with the Blood Mad Vampire. So that might not happen, but we could just equip it up and attack with it. And it is a 3-power dude. Ooh, you know what's kind of cool about this? Not a bad draw. I think I might actually, so I've got some actual options here. Like I can play the Sensor, attack with the Gossip Monger, and flip it. And what does it become? It becomes a 4/5? Is that right? No. 4/4. Which is still very good. Or I can play another creature. So both of those options are good. And then I can equip up the Sensor next turn. I think getting another guy on board is kind of a higher priority. So I think I'm just going to play the Wolf, and I'm actually going to swing with the Gossip Monger this turn. Like I said, I can always play the Sensor, equip it, and flip my Gossip Monger if I need to. But I kind of want to get some more dudes out there right now. So rotten-hearted. All right, let's equip up Gossip Monger here. We can discard a Neonate, I guess. Or I could keep the Neonate for the Madness outlet. Wicker Witch is pretty expendable. I do feel kind of good about seeing Rotten Heart Ghoul, because I don't think the card is particularly good. But, I mean, Bound by Moonsilver is good. Compulsion's decent. Black-white is not... I mean, I've actually had more success with black-white than I ever expected to. So, in terms of archetypes that I don't think are tier 1, black-whites might be the biggest performer in that bracket. Like, some people love the blue-green Clue deck. I'm not a big fan. I haven't been super impressed by that archetype, playing against it or with it. Some people swear by it. It's not my style. I haven't had a lot of success with it. And like I said, I've crushed it a lot. So, not my favorite. Another one that's not my favorite is blue-black. I think that one is pretty... That one's got the reputation not very much loved by many. All right, what do we got? What is the play? Pale Rider, sure. Discarding Militant Inquisitor. You got it. Forge Master. Not bad. So we can swing with the Rabble. And I can discard... kind of want to discard the Wicker Witch. I feel like Neonate being a madness outlet just for our rare, but it also has menace. Well, let's swing with Rabble and Wolf. See what happens. Which one would I prefer to kill? I guess the Pale Rider? Yeah, that makes sense, because then I don't have to discard, and Wolf will be able to kill a ghoul with a True Fate Sensor. Or Forge Master, I guess, for that same reason. So let's kill the Pale Rider. And it's kind of like a 2-for-1, because he did have to discard an Inquisitor. So now we're going to play Forge Master and Neonate. All right. So I almost wouldn't mind drawing a land here. We'll see. Ooh, well, I can discard a Wicker Witch. So let's equip the Forge Master. Becomes 4 power. Becomes a... I guess it only becomes a 4/2 though, doesn't it? So I guess we want to equip the Wolf. And we're going to flip our Forge Master. Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to discard a Wicker Witch. If he blocks with the Ghoul. Even if he moves, and the nice thing about the wolves is, even if he moves his Bound by Moonsilver, getting a Blood Mad Vampire back is still pretty good on this board. Ah, combat trick. Pretty important one for my opponent there too, since he needed to gain the life. So, I guess we just re-equip now. Unfortunately, do not get to flip our guy anymore. No blocks. Okay. Ooh, Purge. Purge is not so bad. I can get rid of his Bound by Moonsilver too. That's not bad. It is not bad. Question is, do I want to purge the ghoul so I don't have to discard? I kind of do, but it's not like a 3-1 is that useful for me here. I can also save the purge, flip my Forge Master, and then it won't die to a Rotten Heart ghoul, which I also don't mind. But I can't play a spell here, which means maybe he sacks something to move the Bound by Moonsilver. He's got one card left in hand. Feels like I should probably purge, especially since I think Thornhide Wolves could do some work on this board if I rip a land. Let's purge the ghoul, which is weird, but we're going to purge the ghoul, and I don't even think I'm going to attack with the Forge Master. It seems more beneficial to try and flip it at some point. And we want to get rid of this Bound by Moonsilver, I guess. So let's just attack with the Neonate. I don't really want to trade my Forge Master for a Emissary. Alright, so we get to flip our dude. That's a good draw. So, let's swing. Okay. Morkrat Necropod is pretty beefy. Howlpack Resurgence, not bad. So if I play it, if I attack with Flameheart Werewolf, right? Let's say he does block with Necropod. I can play the Resurgence and kill it. But what if he just blocks with, like, what if he double blocks? I guess I kill both, and my guy lives. Yeah, we're gonna swing with that Flameheart Werewolf for sure. I would trade a werewolf for a necropod. That's a good trade since we have the Thornhide werewolves, but I don't want to attack with the Thornhide werewolves or Thornhide wolves because that's bad for us. But the fact that Howlpack Resurgence with this wolf can kill that necropod is pretty sweet. Yeah, this is perfect. We get to kill both of his guys, by the way. We get to trample over top, too, which is even more insane. Like, this is pretty insane. Sign blocking order. I guess it doesn't matter. Do triggers. Play the Resurgence. This is really, really insane. Our guy lives. Both of his guys die. And we trample over. His best block was actually the Necropod. Oh, wow. Well, that's a nice follow-up. So if I play Inspiring Captain, I guess he can block there. And I only deal not enough to my opponent. Cavalry seems like it's a difficult one to beat. All right, we'll play the Inspiring Captain. Swing with the werewolf. Can't swing with Thornhide wolves, but I can swing with the werewolf. Can't really swing with Neonate either. Unless, would he just be willing to take now? I think he's... I don't know, actually. Seven is so big. I guess we're just swinging with the Flameheart werewolf. I don't want him to be able to eat my Neonate since now I could at least have like an Avacyn's Judgment play. Like sack this and I can Judgment for 4 and at least take out the Cavalry. He's taking it too, which is surprising. So he can make 1 spirit. If he plays a land, he can make 2 and gains 4 life, which is pretty good. Oh my god. That is so crazy. Well, I don't want to flip my werewolf back. But at the same time... So if I swing with everything, his best blocks, he eats, trades, takes 1, goes to 2. So I could get rid of his Cavalry. But it comes at the cost of everything. Which seems not great. Flipping my werewolf back also doesn't seem great. But he's at 3. Yeah. Oh, man. This is a difficult spot. I don't want to flip my werewolf back. Him being able to spit guys out, though, is pretty harsh. Maybe we just play the logger. Alright, I think we just swing with the werewolf, and then we'll see. I think he blocks. He has to block at this point, right? I just don't swing with everything. So I swing with werewolf. I guess he trades a necropod. At least he has to sack something, which is actually pretty harsh for him. I could make him sack 2 things. But sacking a land for a werewolf does not seem like a great exchange for me. So we're just going to swing with the werewolf. He at least is 1 land down, which is good. And we get 1 off the board, which is also good. And I get to make a double play here. So plenty of good things happening. He can only make 1 spirit. So I've got 5 creatures to his 2. He's going to have 3 creatures and 5 life, though. If he just makes a spirit or whatever. I do have trample, though. Which means block. Spirit. I feel like I can kill him, right? He'll be at 5, though. We'll see. He'll have, let's say he has 3 blockers and 5 life, right? What is that? Where does that leave me? And my guy flips too? That's pretty good. Oh, never mind. GG's. Let's get this over with, huh? All right, 3-color aggro, getting there. Multiple Morkrut Necropods, which is crazy in itself. Drogskull Cavalry. Our opponent's deck is very strange. I can't imagine we have a lot of hard outs for Morkrut Necropods. Yeah, it appears we don't. You know the unfortunate aspect of Clip Wings? As soon as he's got another spirit, we're in trouble. I still think we have to bring it in, because we gotta hope that we get like 1 turn grace period to take it out, but that's tough. I guess we actually have the means to deal with it. I could cut the Rush of Adrenaline for this, though. Like, we're gonna lose to Drogskull Cavalry if I can't deal with it immediately. Rush of Adrenaline is nice to have too, but I think we're actually gonna cut the Rush for the Clip Wings. I think having it out, it also deals with the Emissary. I guess that also gets a token, though, too, if something dies. Jeez. Clip Wings is gonna basically bring in a Clip Wings to deal with his 7-drop bomb, which I don't love. But I feel like Rush of Adrenaline is probably expendable. Hopefully, huh? We'll find out. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Not a great hand, but if we rip some spells, it's good. Killer into Duelist is not the worst. That's a spell. That qualifies. So I think we actually want to go Blood Mad into Duelist, because it gives us an opportunity to maybe smash with the Blood Mad. Purge is not so bad. This works out pretty well for us, actually. Alright, he got the goods, so now we're going to play chill out mode for a while. Rip some good spells. So we offer trade Duelist with Pale Rider. Basically, hold and purge until emergency. I think I can afford to take a Drifter. I don't really want to trade anything for it. Duelist is kind of an important card right now for trading with the Pale Rider. And it makes me think he doesn't have a play, but maybe he does. Ah, rats for days. Lightning Axe is pretty good. So I can Lightning Axe. I guess we pass. Like, I could kill two things here, but I don't think I want to. Probably gonna end up Lightning Axe the Ox. Stupid Rancid Rats, though. We'll see. There's a chance he overextends, starts swinging with the rats, in which case we can smash back for some pretty good damage. Just one, we're going to have to take it. Alright, so I can Axe. So let me think about this. If I Axe rats, or if I Axe rats on his turn, and then I purge Ox, and then I swing team, he could technically take it and then smash back for 3, 5, 6, which is not lethal. Maybe that is the play. Maybe we just, yeah. Guess it doesn't matter. See, trade. This probably isn't that good for me. Problem is, I feel like I can't win later, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of unsure how I win later, is the problem. Like, he's got the better stuff later, and if I can't deal with the rats now, take it, pinging me away, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could have purged that. I still don't know how I would deal with the rats, though. I guess I just die. So if I'd saved the purge for the necropod, I could have hit that. Where would I have been at? Let's see. He would have taken me down to 7. He still would have had just a board full of dudes. I could have purged the necropod, so I'd be at 7. I want to play it out. I'll draw some cards. We'll see how it would have gone, because I'm sure there's plenty of commenters that have been like, "You're an idiot. You should have saved it." Blah blah blah. I want to see what would have happened. If only I had an Uncaged Fury. I would have gotten a Neonate, which actually could have traded with the rats. And then I would have gotten that. So we would have only had a Drifter. Yeah, I mean, if I'd saved the purge in this instance, it looks like it definitely would have played better for me. Guess I should have. So I should have tried to. Uncaged Fury would kill my opponent, though. He should really double block. I guess he's maybe worried I've got another. Well, we'll see. I'm basically unnecessarily trying to worry him here since I can't kill him anyway. But Uncaged Fury would have been lethal there, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, if I'd saved the purge, could have killed the necropod. He still would have what? A Pale Rider, a Moorland Drifter, and 2 rats. So I could have traded one of his rats for the Insolent Neonate that I would have drawn. And then I still wouldn't have had a good attack. So I would have been pinged away for at least a little while, right? But what would I have drawn after this land here? Witch, land, Gossipmonger, Judgment. So could I have survived another 4 turns to get to Judgment and use the Neonate to Madness? There's a chance I could have. So I guess I should have played more conservatively there. We'll try and play more conservatively here in Game 3. I'm going to keep the Clipwings in, though. He's got a lot of rats. But we've got Avacyn's Judgment, which is actually a really good answer without the Madness for rats. All right. And we ended up with a Necropod too? Jeez. That's a lot of Morkrut Necropods opened. Would like to play first. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping we could keep that one. All right, this hand's good. Hey, opponent's mulling too. That's good news because our opponent's curve is higher than ours. Hey, we get to keep that on top too? It's like Christmas over here. Embry Wolf or Forge Master? I think Forge Master, right? Because if he doesn't have a turn 2 play, he's taking way more damage. I'm actually going to attack with the Gossip Monger because of rats. If I flip my Gossip Monger, I would prefer to not trade for rats. Maybe I am okay with trading for rats, actually. It's a good trade for us, I think. I'd rather trade the Gossip Monger than my Howlpack Wolf. Next turn I get to go Embry Wolf and pump it too, which is pretty good. Uh-oh. Out of gas. No longer cooking with gasoline. Opponents making plays like it ain't no thing. That's a good draw. Can't do it yet. So what I guess I'd rather flip the Forge Master because 2 damage to a blocker is good. I can attack with both, I guess, right? And then I could double pump Wolf. Let's do that. I think we gotta be willing to lose our Forge Master here. Alright, looks like... So this worked out. And we still get to find our forest for the Thornhide Wolf. And we get to flip our dude, so... A lot of good things. Look at that value. I mean, at the very least, the land is a bit of a setback for him. We hope. clip wings. Well, I don't know about clip wings. We'll find out. So you have the grotesque mutation. Ooh, there you go. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Booyakasha. There you go. The old 3-color werewolf deck. Getting there. All right. Opponent's deck was strange. Our deck is strange. Our strange deck won. So there you go. All right. We'll see you in round 2.